In today's video, I will show you how to use these beautiful Lottie animations in our Flutter application. Ready? Let's go. First thing first, what is Lottie? As per the definition, a Lottie is a JSON-based animation file format that allows you to ship animation on any platform. In simple terms, it turns complex animation into lightweight files that our apps can easily play. To get started, let's add this Lottie package to our Flutter application. For that purpose, let's go to Installing tab, copy the package name and version number, go to Visual Studio Code and paste that under Dependencies section like this. Hit save, and now we are ready to roll. Next, to use the Lottie animations from the internet, go to lottiefiles.com. Make sure you are signed in. And now you can use this search bar to search any animation. For example, let's search for a delivery guy animation. Hit enter. Make sure the filter is set to free over here. And as we can see, the list of free animations. Let's use this animation in our Flutter project. Click on it. Let's go down and click on this button, Save to Workspace to generate. Hit save. Here we have two options to use this animation. First is the download and second is the handoff, means use the animation URL. And for that purpose, let's first enable the asset CDN and make sure the asset link format is Lottie JSON. And now let's copy this animation URL, go back to Visual Studio Code, and here we can now use this animation. For that purpose, we will be using the Lottie widget. Currently we are getting an error, so let's import the package and we will be using the network widget, and here we have to specify the URL that we just copied. Let's paste that URL, hit save, and now let's run our application to see how it's looking. And just like that, we have added this beautiful animation in our Flutter project, perfect for dynamic content or quick test. But what if you want to bundle this animation inside your app? For that purpose, let's go to the website, go to download and select this option Lottie JSON and click on the download button. This will download a .json file. Here I have already created assets/animations folder in the project's root directory. Now let's add the JSON file that we have just downloaded to the assets/animations folder. This is the file. And now let's open up the pubspec.yaml file and specify our asset. Our directory name is assets/animations/ hit save. And now let's go to the homepage.dart, and to display this animation we'll be using the Lottie.asset widget as the asset is local, and instead of the animation URL we'll be specifying the JSON file path that we have just added from the project's root directory. The path is assets/animations/deliveryguy.json. Hit save, and now let's run the application to see how it's looking. And there you go, our animation is now baked into our app and works even offline. Now here is where the real fun begins. What if you want to control the animation based on the user interaction? For example, here we have a like animation which is currently continuously playing, but you want to run this like animation only when user tap on it and reverse it when user tap on it again. And that's where the animation controller comes in play. First, let's convert this stateless widget to stateful widget. Next, we have to use a mixin in the state class. Ticker provider state mixin. Next, let's create a final variable called animation controller like this. Next, let's override the init state method to initialize the animation controller like this. For vsync, we will use this parameter, and we also have to use duration parameter to provide the duration for the animation. Let's specify it as 2 seconds maybe. Next, also override the dispose method to dispose the animation controller. Next, let's add a boolean variable called is liked and assign it a default value of false. Next, let's wrap our Lottie animation inside a gesture detector widget to detect the tap event. Let's add the on-tap event. And inside this method, we will revert the like this. And if is liked, then we have to run the animation using the animation controller. For that, we will use the forward method. And if is like is equal to false, then we have to reset the animation using the reset method. Okay. And finally, we just have to specify that controller in the Lottie.network widget using the controller parameter like this. Hit save. And now let's run our application to see how it's looking. Our application is now running in the iOS simulator. Now let's tap on this Lottie animation. And if I tap on it, we can see our like animation is running. But note, it's not running continuously. And if I tap on it again, it resets the animation. We can also run the animation in reverse using the reverse method. Hit save. And if I tap on the Lottie animation, it's run the like animation. And if I tap on it again, it reverses the animation. And just like that, you have now full control over the Lottie animation. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching and happy coding.